Alright, welcome to the smoker. We have the smoker almost up to the temperature that we want it. We want it at 250. And we've got the flat part of the brisket here, seasoned one way, onion, salt, pepper, garlic powder. And over here we've used a baker's rub and smoke. Now here, I've got an onion, lifted up, cleaned out, we got a new grill, and I'm just gonna season the grill. As you see here, just gonna give that a good rub down with the onion. As you see, it's just on smoke, there's some of the stuff that came off. But let's get this meat on the grill. I'm gonna get my probes ready. As you're gonna see, we call the lower deck, shorter one, that's gonna cook faster. Larger side of the brisket. This one is seasoned with baker rub and smoke, so it's got paprika, garlic powder, you see all that red in there, with salt and pepper as well. And then over here I stuck with really traditional salt, pepper, and garlic powder and some onion salt. So, and in the can, we've got some floating garlic ginger, and there's some maple in there. And that is going to keep everything moist. And we're going to check on that in about an hour. All right, let's do an update on what is going on the smoker. So we've got a nice even 251. We've got 2 probes. So let's check on the meat and see what's going on. We still have our umbrella out because, you know, it was a little rainy. Oh. So this one on this side, I'm going to get the baster out. Just baste a little bit of our liquid. And of course we're using a dry heat because we're smoking. And that liquid has water, a little bit of maple syrup, and some fresh ginger and garlic in it. There we go. And this cool baster does have an injection end. So on this big one, I'm just going to inject a bit of that at the top. So go out here. So we'll get it in there. There we go. And I'm going to inject that in. There we go. So we're going to cover that all back up. We're going to come back. We're going to check on those. But we're going to look down at our probes. So I have probe 1. And I can see probe 1's at 150. I'm going to take this out to 205. Probe 2 is at 130. So as suspected, they're cooking at different rates. So we'll wait and we'll make sure we take those out at 205. Meanwhile, that's back down to 198 because I opened it. So we're going to keep that closed. Let's check on the pellets. They're looking good. I'm cautious. Yeah, we're going to put a few more pellets in there. And I burned about a quarter of the grill. Okay, we're coming in for a brisket check. We're comfortably at 245 on the temperature. And we're going to check our meat probes first. So probe 1 is at 152. And probe 2 is at 137. So we know 137 probe 2 is the striped one. And it's onions chopped up with cracked pepper, salt, no other seasoning. There we go. So probe 2 is the bigger. I give everybody a little bath. Make sure we get some good moisture. crust is looking beyond incredible. Yeah, that's what we want to see. So I'm going to put these back in this corner. I'm going to move this a little forward. There we go. Okay, we're taking a visit. We've wrapped one part of it because it got up to 162. And now this part is at the temperature that we want it. So we're going to come in and we're going to wrap that up so it can finish smoking for about another couple of hours. There we go. Let's go in for the second part of our brisket. And this is where we're going to wrap it. And what I have here is I have some parchment paper and I have some foil. So, I'm going to lift this up, keeping the probe in. And that's going to go back in. Looking forward to those in another few hours. So we're ready to take this out. Because we know it's at 200. It's at 202. We took some corn, this was a can of corn. We smoked that. That's going to be delicious. This was smoking for about 2 hours. A couple of onions in there. And let's take this to where it's going to be. All right. We've just taken this out of the cooler where it's rested for an hour after being in the smoker for 7 hours. So that's the foil. And we put some parchment. I can tell you the aroma is incredible. There's a crust from earlier. It's a little softer now. We're gonna see, we make sure we want to cut this. And that should, it's having a hard time cutting because it's falling apart. Oh, there we go. Look at the smoke ring on that. That is what we are looking for. Cutting it in that proper direction. This meat is partly falling apart.